Thank you guys for joining my YouTube channel. Thank you for always watching my video. Today I want to teach us how I create this realistic a ring product display. I make use of some tools here, and I'm going to take you guys through the process of how I go about everything I use in this design. So just stay with me, guys. Just subscribe to my YouTube channel. Kindly subscribe so you can see more of my content, and also don't forget to on your notification bell. So let's go straight down to the order of the day. As you can see, I have this background on the screen, and I also have these shape tools. I also have this shape I've drawn out before, or I've drew out before. I'm going to explain them when I get to the point where I want to use them. I'm going to redraw it again so you guys can see how I go about it. Why I draw it out? Because I want to get the accuracy I did before on the previous design, and that's why I drew it out. So just stay with me, guys. So now let's go straight down to the order of the day. The first thing I'm going to be doing here, look at what I'm using. I'm using this background, and I'm using this thing. So the first thing I'm going to be doing here is to work on the background, and so I'm going to double click on my rectangle tools here. As you can see, we have the background on the screen, like we have the rectangle here on the screen. So I'm going to click on 90% black because I'm going to be working with black. Then after that, I'm going to come down here to this color area here, CMYK RGB. I'm going to double click on it and click on this second one here, which is fountain fill. Can you see it? Then after that, I'm going to click on this one. As you can see, what I have here is what I have here. So I'm going to click on this white one here and come down here and give it something more darker, like this. Can you see what I have now? Then I'm going to come here and rotate it how I want it to be facing, or where I want it to face rather. Let me increase the black a bit. Can you see what I have? Okay. Then I'm going to click OK. I'm okay with what I have now. I'm going to click OK. The next thing I'm going to do now is to pick the background and insert it inside. Power clip. You know how to use power clip. Let me undo. You drag it down with your right click and drop it here, and you see power clip. Then you click on it. Once you click on it, it's inside it already. You just have to come here. So what I want to do now is to blend it with my transparent tools here. So I'm going to click my transparent tools and drag it down to make it fade in inside. Now let me click and see what I have. See what I have, guys. Can you see what I have? Let me take it down a bit. So can you see what I have now? So the next thing I'm going to be doing here is to pick my rectangle tools again. Now I want to work on the drums or whatever we have on the design, and I'm going to show you how I work on it to make it real. So I just drew out the rectangle tools. So I'm going to click on the background and drag it and copy fill the background's color inside this rectangle tools here. Can you see it? Let me remove the outline. Then after that, I'm going to come here and come to the middle here. Come to the middle, and I need something dark, something white rather. It's too white. Let me turn this one here to something dark, something more darker. So just stay with me, guys, and see how I'm going about this. So I turn both sides here to something darker, and the white one in the middle here. Can you see what I'm doing? So I'm trying to use my fill, but this is too white, so let me reduce it a bit. I don't want it too white. Let me darken it a bit. Then blend these ones to go backwards. So I'm using my fountain to achieve this. As you can see, I'm balancing the color. I'm working with black. I think now is okay, so I'm going to click on my OK here. The next thing I'm going to do again, guys, is to pick my rectangle tools again, come here and draw it out like this. Then I'm going to give it a black color because I want that side effect to be more obvious. So I'm going to use my transparent tools, click on transparent tools and drag it like this and blend it so it won't be sharp. I don't want the mouth to be sharp. After I blend it well, then I take it one backwards and use this tiny line to blend it well. Can you see what I have, guys? So I'm going to duplicate the same one. I'm going to duplicate it here and rotate it here to be facing the other side. Now I'm going to blend it like this. I just align it now. Can you see what I have, guys? We are getting there. Gradually we are getting there. The next thing I want to do now is to pick my circle here. It's not a perfect circle, and draw it out like this. Can you see what I'm doing? So I'm going to pick the same thing here, the background color, and drop it inside the circle. Copy fill. So let's zoom in so we can see what I'm doing properly. Undo. No, undo. So let's zoom in so we can see what I'm doing properly. So I'm trying to align it. Look at the edges. Make sure it's aligned together with the rectangle. That's why I put the rulers, so you can also use that to get your accuracy. Let me zoom it well so I make sure it's aligned. So I drop it here well. Can you see what I'm doing, guys? Then come here also. Make sure it's aligned. I'm going to align it here also. Can you see what I'm doing, guys? So I just aligned the both side now. Let me zoom out again. So I've outlined the both side. The next thing I'm going to do now, let me remove the outline on the design, on the box. I'm going to remove the outline on this one too. Can you see? Let me increase the circle a bit. Let me just increase it a bit. I want it to be a bit bigger. A bit bigger. And blend it here. Blend it here. You have to make sure that it covers the both side. It's okay now. So the next thing I'm going to do here is to zoom it out. Let me cover this side a bit. I want to make sure that both sides is perfect. Okay. Can you see what I'm doing, guys? The next thing I want to do now is to zoom it out, then click here and drop out this white outline here. So I drew a line. I'm going to give it a white color so you can see it. So I'll double click on it and convert it to curve. So these are the things that will make it real. So I'm going to align the line to perfectly fit in the edges here. So you need to learn how to use your F10 and your nudes properly. You can see how I'm doing it. This is what you use to adjust it, the nudes. So let me drag this one down a bit. Can you see what I'm doing, guys? This one up a bit. Now I just align it. Can you see what I'm doing, guys? I just align it now. So let me turn this one to 1 inches. So let me balance this space. Oh no, let me balance this side. What is happening? Let me balance it well. This edges here is not aligning. Let's try and align it here. Let me zoom it. It's trying to be stubborn. Let's zoom it so I can see it properly. Can you see what I'm doing, guys? So I'm going to remove it from white and turn it to gray. Maybe let me turn it to 1. You see 5 1, so it can be obvious, and turn it to something like 50%. Can you see it? 50%. So the next thing I'm going to do here is to come to my bitmap. I will bitmap it because I don't need to be very sharp. Then come to my blur and blur it very little. You don't have to blur it too much, just very little. It's okay like this. Can you see what we have, guys? This is the first thing. Can you see what we have, guys? You can see how real is looking. So this same one is what I'm going to duplicate. So let us duplicate it. So I'm going to duplicate one here. I'm going to duplicate one here. Can you see? I'm going to duplicate one here. Can you see? And I'm going to duplicate one in the middle here. But the one in the middle, I'll make it a bit bigger because it's at the back. Bigger like this than others. Can you see? So what I'm going to do now is to page up the down one here. And this one, let me page it up and increase. So I'm going to drag this one down. I'm going to drag it down. I'm going to drag it down like this. Can you see it? Let me page up this one too. I'm going to drag this one too down and group it, and I click it and drag it down. Can you see it? Then the one in the middle, I'm going to page it up. This is what we have, guys. Gradually we are getting there. Just stay with me, guys. Gradually we are getting there. Let me reduce this one a bit. It's too up. Now this is it. This is the first step, guys. So the one up here, I don't need it to be too obvious because it's up. So I'm going to close the circle a bit like this. I'm going to close it down like this. Just see where I'm doing it, and I'm going to remove this outline. I'm going to remove this outline. I don't need it. Then reduce it also. Can you see what I'm doing, guys? I'm going to reduce it like this. Then put a circle on top of it very well to cover it up. Can you see what I'm doing, guys? So I reduce down. I reduce the circle in the big one at the back because I don't need that one to be too big. And also I'm going to reduce. So now let me remove the line in this one. I don't know the line yet too. So the next thing I'm going to do here is to come to the circle here and make the circle of this one a bit darker. I don't need the light. I need this one to be more darker so well. I need it to be more darker, like this. So I'm going to copy the color, the color I have here to this one here, and copy fill. Same thing to this one here. It's only the middle one that I want it to be dark. The rest should be like this. Let me reduce this one so well. So this is what we have now. This is the first stage, guys. So the second stage here, which is where the work lies, is this guy here. These lines. So how do I do these ones? I use my Bezier tools. So if you click on the Bezier tools, I told you one of the things we use Bezier tools to do is to draw. So let me increase this one a bit. Let me increase it a bit. It's small. One of the things we use Bezier tools to do is to draw. So I'm going to show you how I'm able to draw those things. So if you click on the Bezier tools, why I put it out before, because I want to get the accuracy. So this is how you go about it. You just click like this. No, this is not bezier tools. Bezier tools is on the third line here, this one here. So this is how you do your bezier tools. You use it like this. Just click on the edges you want to trace, like this and like this. I don't want to be drawing it twice, that's why I just leave this one to be there so our tutorial can be fast. I want you to see how I go about it. So if you want to do yours too, you know that it's not difficult. Can you see what I have here? Can you see how it is, guys? I just draw it out now. Can you see how it is? So I use my bezier tools to draw out this shape. So I'm going to be using this shape now and see how I'm going to be using them creatively on this design. So stay with me, guys. You can see the one I just drew out. So if you want to do your own too, it's as simple as that. So the first one I'm going to be picking is this one, which I arrange in this lane here. Let me give it let's say maybe something like this is 70%. 70% is not bad. 70%. And let me remove the outline. So I'm going to ungroup it now because there are two of them. One is here, one is here. Now I'm going to click on this one at the top here, and come down to my color area here, RGB below here, and I'm going to click on my fountain fill because I've worked on it before. But look at what I have. So I click on this part and I give it a black color, and look at this place. You can see the black fill showing here. You can see it here. It's showing here. So it's more like a reflection shadow that something is cursive going up there. That's what I want to achieve with this one here. Can you see it? So I'm going to click on my OK because I've done it before. That's why it's showing. I'm going to click on my OK. The next thing I want to do here, let me put the shadow before I put the lightning. So there's a shadow on it. So how do I go about it? There are two ways. Either I draw a normal shadow or you duplicate it like this. I just duplicate it now. Then I'm going to page up the previous one. I'm going to page it up. Then the one below here, I'm going to bitmap it. This is the second way to achieve your shadow. And come to my blur and blur it so well. Can you see what I have, guys? And blur it so well. You can see that the shadow is below it. The same thing I did here. I duplicate this one to 2, and let me give you a black color so you can see it. And I page up the main one here. I page it up. Then I click on the one that is below. I bitmap it as usual. Again, and I go to my blur. If I want to be using shadow, it will be more difficult because of the layout. You know, the shape and everything. You have to be blending shadows. But this one automatically it fits into the background and it's blur automatically. So that's one. Let me arrange this one too here. This one here, let me page it up. Don't forget how I go about this this design. I've explained to you. So this one here is here. Okay, it's grouped. So this one is like this. I'm going to reduce this one a bit. Just see how I go about this guy here. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, guys, kindly subscribe so you can enjoy my other videos. Kindly show love and subscribe so you can see more of what I'm doing, guys. Don't just watch. Kindly subscribe, please, guys. Okay. So this one, I have this one here. Let me ungroup them. So one is coming out from this angle and it's going up like this, and the other one is here climbing this part, going up also. So I'm going to give it this color. Let me pick the color, this same color here, and drop it here, and remove the outline. Let me page it up. And also I'm going to give this one to the same color. Just stay with me guys, this same color here. Can you see what I'm doing? As you can see that the color almost look alike with the main drum itself. So let me remove this line here, it's not needed. So the only way I will push it out is to add the shadow. So this one, the shadow will be at the side here. Let me give it a black color so you can see it. Then I'm going to page up the main one here. Can you see it? Then I will click on the black and come to my bitmap as usual. And the next thing, I'm going to go to the blur and blur it out. Look at what I have. Oh, I mistakenly click on the wrong thing. Let me zoom so I can see what I'm clicking. It's the black one I want to bitmap. I want to go and bitmap the up one. So let's go to blur and blur it out properly. Now this is what I have. So it's the shadow that is pushing them out because the color and the background color are the same. So the shadow is what is bringing out the beauty. So I'm going to give this one to a shadow. The same thing I'm going to do, I'm going to duplicate it like this, give it a black color. Can you see? Then page up the main one. Can you see guys? Then reduce this one. Now, let me use my fade tools because this one I need to fade it a bit. I don't need the shadow to be on the floor here. I need to fade it out a bit. Can you see what I just did? Then I'm going to go to my bitmap it. I first of all fade the black below because I don't want the black to reflect on that drum. Now I'm going to use my blur to blur it out. Can you see what we have guys? So I need the shadow in both parts. I need it in this side, I need it in this side also. So let me page up. I need it in both sides. Let me page up the original. So see what we have. Let me page up this one and take this one inside. Can you see guys? So now I have the shadow here and I have the shadow here. Hope you are following, hope you understand what I'm doing here guys. So the next thing I want to do, which is very important, and this one is what brings out the beauty of the design. So I'm going to come here, click like this, and close it up. And I'm going to give it something lighter like this. Let's do something like this, lighter like this. Then the next thing, I'm going to go to my bitmap, convert to bitmap, and also I'm going to go to my blur. There are two ways I can achieve this. Is that I use my transparent tools, fade it from the top like this, fade it like this, and go back to bitmap, convert and come again and fade it from the side. There are two ways, but I can use this way and I can use my blur, but let me just use this way. Either way works for me. So the next thing I'm going to do here is to come here also at the edges here. Let me zoom out so we can see at the edges here and click on it like this, and like this, and give it something lighter. This one I'm going to use blur because it's too small to be using transparent tools for. So I'm going to bitmap it first and come down to my blur and blur it out. Can you see? Blur it out and click on OK. The next thing I'm going to do is to come down here. All this part I'm going to be using my blur because it's a very tiny. Using transparent tools here will be stressful. I'm just showing two ways on how you can achieve it. You can achieve it with either blur, anyone that works for you, or transparent tools. So I'm going to be using blur here. So I'll click on it, remove the outline, then go to bitmap, convert to bitmap. Then the next thing I'll go to my blur. Can you see what I have? It's too much. It's okay like this. Now see what I have. It's even too much. Let me blur it well. It's too sharp. I need it to sink in, to blend in properly. It's okay like this. So after you can just use your F10. You can leave it like this if you want, but you can use your F10 not to allow the reflection to show, so the shadow below can show well. Use your F10, then come to curve it like this, then come here also, do the same thing, because it's covering the shadow below and it's not nice. So use your F10 to perfect it like this. Can you see what we have, guys? The next thing I want to do is this part. So let me reduce this one here to these edges here. So I'm going to put one here at the edges. This one will go down a bit. Let me reduce the shadow also. So I'm going to put one here at the edges here. At the edges. No, it's more like a flip over. At the edges. I use my F10 to perfect it. Give it the same color. It has not closed up. So let me close it up. Let me close it up. Let me close it up. So the next thing I want to do here is to the same thing. Bitmap after bitmap. Go to my blur and blur it out. I want you to follow this design step by step. It's kind of time consuming, but at the end of the day it's worth it, guys. So I just blur it out now. Use your F10 to, you know, reduce the blur faded outside, like close up the blurs, and that's it. So gradually you see what we have. Gradually everything is changing. The last part is to work on this one here, so which I'm going to come like this, the same way I'm doing it. You can see I'm patiently doing it. That's how you can achieve it. If you're in a hurry, you will not get it done. Give it the color, come here, perfect it with the shape in there, so it soon go outside more than it should. Perfect it like this. Then go to your bitmap. It's as simple, guys. Very simple. Go to bitmap, go to blur and blur it. Zoom out so you can see what you have. It's too much. I think it's okay like this. The next thing to do is to come up here and take this one down a bit, take this one down a bit, and reduce the shadow. The shadow, they are not meant to be up. Reduce the shadow so well, they are not meant to be up. Then this one, just do this here like this. Let me convert it to curve so I can work on it. Convert to curve the same way I've been doing it, the same way you do your own too. Convert to bitmap. Okay, then go to blur, then you blur it out. It's too much. It's okay now. So guys, you see, gradually we are getting there. The last but not the least is this guy here. So I'm going to come here, click from here, make sure that it flees up. No, let me drag this one up a bit. It's too down. Let me drag it up. So you come to your bezier tools, click from here, make sure it goes up a bit, like a bit of it flares up a bit, and you come like this and like this. Let me just make some arrangements like this, like this. Can you see what I'm doing, guys? Let me curve this one to curve here. The same way, go to your bitmap, convert to bitmap, go to your blur, then blur it out. Let me see what we have. Blur it out so well. It's too much. It's too much still. It's okay this way. Use your F10 to perfect it so it won't cover our shadow. Perfect this side also. so it won't cover our shadow. Now guys, see what we have. The last thing I'm going to be doing here is to arrange the rings on them. So is to arrange the rings on them. Where are the rings? I have the rings here. Okay, sorry. The last I'm going to be doing here is to arrange the rings. Let me import the rings. The last I'm going to be doing is to arrange the rings. Let me import the rings I'm using. Okay, so I'm just playing with these two rings here. These two rings here. So I'm going to be having this one here. Let me zoom out. Let me reduce it to 15. I'm going to be having this one here. Let me reduce it well. Having this one here. Having this one here. And having this one. Let me reduce it. Go back. And having this one here too. Let me flip it the other way around. Can you see what I have, guys? The next thing I'm going to do here is to make sure that I put my shadow. So you click on shadow from the below, because reflection comes from the below. From below you arrange your shadow well. You come here, also click on it from below, you give it a shadow like this. You come here also, you give it a shadow. So this one, the shadow covers here, so it's like it flows through the ring and comes out here from the other side and go up. So it's like you flow through the shadow. That's the concept there. So I put the shadow also to cover this one, and the one at the top here also, I also put the shadow. Can you see what I have, guys? So at the end of the day, let me zoom out and see what we have in total. Guys, so simple, like ABC. We are done for good. So you can try this out, guys. Let me see what you get. Let me see your feedback. Let me see what you can put up. Let me see how far you can go. You just make use of bezier tools, make use of transparent tools, make use of your